Appreciated, Coach. Well, this entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Joker, 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 Joker. Kill, kill. '57's the mic. Watch 57. Cut, cut, cut.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let him know, let him know. Check, 55 to my... Hey, kill.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got a first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight right, tight right. Swerve, hey. Hey, kill. 47. 57.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Brissett. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, it's Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Slam, slam, slam.
Play action now. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
There you go. I got you, pump. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Prescott to throw this time. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 57 to Mike. Here we go, 47. Under. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Prescott. Dancing to, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Darius Leonard in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Taylor now returning it. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 82 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Gun.
Running with Elliott. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Shift.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He completes this one to Mack. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Brissett now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch. Check 40. That's it. There you go.
From the red zone now, Brissett. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And an alley to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken near the 13. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You go tight. Yeah, kill.
Now a give right side. Elliott. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now Pollard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Coming this way. Here we go. Then we're going to 53. 57 to Mike. Off. I got you, son. Hey, check Mike 57. Under. Here we go. 26.
To throw is Prescott. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. First down, Brissett completes it to Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Brissett now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Brissett into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try to throw now. Brissett looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Big ass. 47.
Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Crunch time, defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing, Prescott. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Colts, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our